Hello and welcome to our podcast again. Here in the studio today is Hayden,
Hello. This is
uh,
a second time.
the second time,
It's really honored to be here.
and me, of course, Canyon, and not Philip. Why is Philip not here today?
Um, Philip's always got something important going on. I think today.
Did we fire him? We
Well, I
talked
mean,
about
we,
firing
we,
him
we
last
were gonna
time.
be polite and not mention the fact that he got fired from the
Okay.
podcast on the air. But yeah, Philip got fired. That's what
Yeah.
happened. He's
Philip,
out of here.
Philip will be joining us again next week, but today he was sadly could not join us. Had a doctor's appointment. But anyway, let's jump right onto the news.
All right, Canyon. Why don't you tell us about the big news in your
The
life?
big news in the car world. Well, if you pay attention to the car news at all, you'll have noticed that, was it yesterday or 2 days ago that the Dodge Demon was released? It has been the biggest hype in the car world for the longest amount of time. They've set out thousands of teaser videos to us, constantly teasing us with what the horsepower might be. Some people said 900. Other people said 1,000. It turned out to be 840 horsepower, which is less than everyone was wanting, but it does not disappoint. It will do 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. It'll pop a wheelie. It's the first factory car to pop a wheelie, and does a quarter mile in 9.65 seconds. So it's the fastest car in the world right now. Of course, it can't handle. It's all drag strip. But funny thing about this car is that as a drag strip car, it is banned from the drag strip. The NHRA, the National Hot Rod Association, has banned it because it doesn't have a roll cage. It goes down the quarter mile too fast. I think that's kind of a stupid idea, don't you? I mean, to make a drag car that's illegal to drag race because it doesn't have a roll cage.
I think if you cared that much about drag racing, which you shouldn't do, kids, stay home, stay in school, read your books.
Drag race.
Cannon's a bad influence. You could just put in a roll cage.
I just think that they should have put one in there from the factory because it kind of misses the point of a drag car to not be able to drag race legally. It'd be a street racer. That thing would make an awesome street racer.
You're just full of bad ideas today, Cannon. He's not a role model.
I'm not a role model, but I can do donuts, so that's a plus, right?
I like to eat donuts.
I like to eat donuts, different kind. But the Demon is a fantastic car. It's just another model of Challenger, of course. They're just the SRT Skunk Works is just throwing them out. But I've heard that you have heard something about the car world. Was it the Tesla again, Hayden? Were you talking about the Tesla?
Yes, just me and is it Elon Musk? That's how you say his name, right?
Yeah.
Me and Elon Musk, we're just real tight, like
Close
that.
buds.
Yeah. I follow him on Twitter. He retweets me. I wish. But anyway, Tesla briefly surpassed GM as the most valuable automotive company on the stock market, and they hit new highs in all their values, and it's remarkable what they've managed to do.
I find that really interesting because the maximum range that you can get with a Tesla S is something like 265 miles, and you have to charge it for 52 hours, or was it 9.5 hours? If you have the supercharger. There. Yeah, well, if you have the supercharger in town, I think they're in Austin and other places, you can charge it in 9.5 hours. But if you just plug it into your regular wall outlet, it's going to be 52 hours to charge your car. That's a long time, especially when you're only making almost 300-mile trips every time. So to road trip somewhere would just take you forever to ever get there. It is a nice car, though. I do like Tesla's engineering. They're doing an okay job. It's a very fast car. Very fast. Very comfortable. Quiet, I'm sure. And the autopilot. Have you heard anything about the autopilot?
I saw it on like a news story a long time ago, but I haven't heard anything about that recently.
They updated it. So it's fantastic. It's built just for highway cruising. That way, the driver stays less fatigued over long journeys because he's not having to deal with the constant stress of just sitting there and going in a perfectly straight line, constantly braking and slowing down, and it gets rid of all that. You just stay in your lane and cruise at any speed, and you don't even have to look at the road. It's fantastic. It's a good design.
Most of the team here got the chance to go out and look at some Tesla cars when we were down at the A&M Physics Festival. We got to see the S and the X, which we discussed earlier, and those are some pretty good looking cars. It was fun. Somebody didn't attend the event to witness Tesla and all their
might, all their 300-mile, 52-hour might,
hidden engine might.
There's no hidden engine. It's just
you open the hood and there's nothing there.
Well, you can do the same on a rear-engined car. It's just
they don't make those anymore. I wonder why.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Porsche.
Well, Porsche, because Porsche's definitely, working class American common.
Okay, fine.
Like me.
MR2, Toyota MR2. They used to make those. Well, I guess they don't anymore.
Yeah, that's gibberish.
Yeah. Okay. But
do you want to talk about what you were doing that day, or is there?
Yeah, I was at a car show that day. Set up a car show with a friend of mine and just hung out there all day. He had a lemonade stand that was running there. A duck walked up and everything.
It was much more than like 50 cents in the little cup. Those are some pretty legit lemonade stands.
Yeah, it was a legitimate lemonade stand. They set up all over the place. They were at a tractor show just down the street from here not too long ago. But I went and helped him out with the car show in trade for some paint. He's going to paint my Jeep for me.
Oh.
Which is pretty handy. I haven't gotten anything done on the Jeep really because I put my transmission on with the clutch and everything, torqued it all down to spec, and then found out that, of course, I put the throwout bearing inside the pressure plate, so I had to take everything apart on my clutch again and remove this one piece that I'd put in the wrong spot. It was a stupid mistake. That's what you get for doing a clutch too fast. Killer, man. I had to take everything off again.
So you had to go backwards rather than forwards.
I had to go backwards, yeah.
But at least you got someone's going to do the paint for you.
Yeah, at least I got someone to do the paint for me. So that's a big plus because I don't know how to paint. I can do body work and engine work, but I cannot paint.
Well, I'm glad on that. Do you have any other projects or things happening?
I am trying to market my ultrasonic carburetor that I designed not so long ago for a science fair. I plan on marketing it as a alternative, cheaper way to save fuel and create a little bit better power, reduce emissions. Right now there's something called methanol injection, which was really big not too long ago because it's excellent, but it is expensive and hard to set up properly, and this would be an easy alternative to that. And I'll be marketing that shortly. I'll have a Kickstarter up. We could probably no, I won't have a link to that yet, so we can't put it in the description.
Yeah, no links in the description.
Nah, but you can still like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh my gosh, turn on notifications. Get email alerts.
We're your regular YouTuber scum.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah,
at Parnassus.
Go to our website.
Patreon.
We don't have Patreon.
Yeah, I know.
We should get that though.
No.
We need a new.
We just be like everyone else. We should be unique and not make money.
That would be the uniquest way to stay broke.
Yeah. Genius. The sounds that you're hearing right now are
someone just walked into the studio, looked around, and then left again.
Yes. And then I tried to segue into we've all been working on a project, so we're all a little bit hazy in the eyes.
Hazy, yeah.
Yeah, but we're still keeping that under wraps until it's finished.
But we can tell you that it is the last day of working on this thing. We've been working on it for what, like 2 weeks now? Is that right? And then
2 weeks of fully committed attacking all fronts.
We can tell you it's a robot,
Yes.
can't we? Yeah, we can tell
That's
that.
pretty much it.
We can also tell you that zip ties are heavily used.
Heavily featured.
I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like wires and zip ties. It's pretty impressive.
It's also got many sets of eyeballs.
Yeah, it's got ultrasonic sensors. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Whenever this is not under wraps, we'll post a podcast on how
this was all done.
how it worked out and what it is.
Yeah. But
as for now, I think that's all we have for the news, isn't it?
We don't have Philip here to update us on his projects or what he's working on.
He doesn't really have anything going on right now, except for this project that shall remain unnamed.
Yes, but gets mentioned every single time we hit the record button.
Yeah, it's been mentioned truly every time. You don't have to be so quiet. You can leave the studio.
Yeah. Technically, you own this.
Technically, yeah, but
Just the producer.
just the producer.
Yeah.
I got an eye watching us, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Nothing will make you do worse than whenever someone watches you.
yes.
Like, hey, what you doing?
Usually we just stare at the horse that
we-
encourages us to do math.
I didn't even notice that was a math horse.
Yeah. Let me go get that and see what it says.
Oh, I can read it from here. The inspirational math pony says,
You can do it. Be a winner. Learn math, etc. Because math is more fun with the inspirational math pony by your side.
Wow.
The penmanship on that's amazing, too.
That is impressive penmanship, but I don't know about the quote. Oh, we raided Radio Shack the other day.
Yes.
We went by Radio Shack. They're going out of business, in case you didn't know that. So we stole, well, we didn't steal. We bought everything we could.
90% off.
Yeah, we basically stole it.
Parnassus Tech is now Parnassus Shack.
Yeah,
or Radio Tech. No,
Radio Tech.
Radio Parnassus.
Parnassus Shack doesn't work either.
I don't know.
We raided the one in Brownwood too. I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got some sweet earbuds there. If you haven't gone by there, you definitely should get you a set of earbuds because they are fantastic.
JCPenney is too.
Well, they don't have Avios. Avio. I don't know how you spell that, but it's.
I'm just saying.
Oh, is they going out of business too?
Yeah. I got a great deal on dress pants the other day.
They're going out of business?
Yeah.
Well, where will I get my dress pants that I always wear?
You buy them all now for the whole rest of your life.
Okay.
Just progressively getting fatter.
I'll just look like Slender Man for the rest of my existence.
Well, if it follows the trend of your dad, you're just gonna get really fit and jacked whenever you get old.
That'd be great. Late bloomer. We bloom in our like 30s.
Yeah, mid 30s.
And it's not even a fantastic bloom. It's just middle class.
Yeah.
I got the short end of this stick.
Yeah, genetics is an unfortunate thing. And that's just about okay. That was I'm gonna tell my parents I said that. I think that's about how any good podcast should end. So, Canyon, you want to wrap it up for us?
Yeah. Well, I guess I can't say anything, man.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you for tuning in, listening. Please like and subscribe. If you're lucky, we'll put a link to Elon Musk in the description. But we'll see you next time.
Bye.